Hello everyone, welcome to a new episode of Banter, the Banter Blitz, where we banter and blitz. I'm very busy because I'm about to take my draft pick in my basketball fantasy league. This is the first time ever I'm in a basketball fantasy league, so it's all very new and very exciting and very agonizing because the league, these people, they made me wait like 3 days now before I could take my next pick. Because you gotta wait for the other people. And they're in different time zones. And then, there's religious holidays in between and people napping in between, people sleeping 12 hours in between. So it's very agonizing. It's my 5th pick now. So far, my team is not very impressive. It doesn't look very impressive. Of course, it is very impressive, but you need my advanced understanding of basketball to figure that out. So, who do I have? I have Eric Bledsoe. I have Damian Lillard. I have Porzingis, and I have Nikola Batum. And now I'm about to make my 5th pick, but I need one more guy to pick in front of me. So I'm very anxious. In the meantime, we shall play Blitz games. If you're a Chess24 premium member, challenge me to a lovely, lovely game of chess. And I shall crush you, or I might lose and complain. Those are pretty much the options. Let's see if we have any challenges. What's my phone doing? Someone pick? So exciting. All right. So challenge me. My username is Jan. Yeah, if you're a premium member, I gave that speech I'm missing, right? Let's start with a toughie. Real toughie. Tiffy. Does this work? Triacon 2546. Normally, I'm even weaker in the first game than in the later games. So this is pretty much a free roll for Mr. Triacon. Maybe it's Triacon. He goes D3. Like recently people have started playing D3. There was this game in Isle of Man between Kazimchanov and our friend. Kazimchanov is also our friend. So many friends. And Laurent Fressinet. What was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say. And they played the main line with knight c3, knight d5, and black went for this line. I like with a quick bishop e6, and he got a good position. So here after a3, seems like a slow move. I'll play h6. Usual multi-purpose, blah, blah, blah. Knight c3, I guess I should castle. He's probably going to play knight d5. I'll play bishop to e6 anyway. I know he goes bishop e3. This is the one move where I never know how to react. It's a very agonizing line, and I'll never understand what to do here either. Bishop g4, bishop e6, take on e3. It's impossible. I'll go bishop e6 just because it looks dumb. Bishop knight d5 instantly. Did I play this line already? I have a feeling, I have all these deja vus all the time, but I have a feeling this is a line that we might have discussed in the past. Do you have different accounts, Triacon, or is this a theoretical line? Because I don't think it's a theoretical line, but I strongly feel like I've had this position on the board before. Probably I didn't go bishop d5, because who knows why. Anyway, now we get this, and I guess I should take, and then take on e3, and take it from there. If I want to equalize, I guess knight d4 does the job as well, but that doesn't look all that inspiring. So I'll take here. dc, bishop b6 looks fine. So f takes e will happen. Then I'll go knight e7. And I don't know what this position is. I guess it's roughly equal. After e4, I'm going to have to think if I want to go c6 or f5. Both look reasonable. I guess I'll go f5 because it leads to slightly more double-edged play, hopefully. Here we go. Yeah, I guess it's roughly equal. This pawn on d5 is a little irritating, so I have to figure out if I want to play around it or not. Well, now I could take it, for example. Take it easy, baby. Take it as it comes. If I take, what is he gonna do? I don't know. Shall we find out? Let's find out. Because I'm threatening knight e3, and I also do have my greedy eye set on the f5 pawn. So the best I could think of is queen e2. When I still have to decide, I don't see anything wrong with rook f5, apart from it looking clumsy. Queen e4, knight back to e7. And then some active move like knight h4. But nothing particularly wrong with that as far as I can tell. I could even go d5 after knight h4. Zwischenzuging it up. Grabbing some space in the center. So that's one option. And I could also play some move like knight to f4 after queen e2. But then queen e4. I don't really see a follow-up. So probably I will do what I do and take the pawn. He goes rook e1. Similar story, but I can still take the pawn. I guess his point is to go d4 then. Doesn't scare me all that much. Here we go. Many options, but what's the smart one? Am I being slow? I could just take, which looks passive, but safe. But I think, is this clever? Ugh, it's not so easy. I'll play this. Sometimes there comes a moment in a pawn's life when he has to decide between staying alive and making a sacrifice for the greater good. And I have a feeling this might be one of these very rare moments where the pawn has to be given. Because pawns are meant to be given. I didn't think this through, to be honest with you. Queen g5, queen f3. Is there a way in? Maybe there isn't. Don't really see it. What to do? Gotta make moves. Can you do that? Maybe he can do that. That'd be a disappointment. No wins? There must be some win. Maybe there's no win. That'd be very, very sad. Nah, I guess nothing I can do. Very disappointing. Knight g2, queen f7, king h7, queen e8. Ugh, too complicated. Nah, I don't see it. Gonna have to make a draw. Very sad. Anything? Nope. Draw it is. Good job, Triacon. So what I was thinking about here is knight g2, queen f7, king h7, queen e8. I couldn't see a way to win, or I couldn't see anything, frankly. Knight h4, king f2, yeah, queen g2 or queen d2 is what I was thinking about. King g3, but I couldn't spot it. Queen g2, king f4, maybe there is some way. No, but he can take here as well. No, here this is mate. So king f4, is there a mate? Couldn't see it, but here I can take the rook with check. So did this work? Ugh, that would be sick. How did we get here? Queen d2, king g3. That far I saw, but frankly I missed it. After king h4 I have this g5. Yeah, should have done that. I'm not sure, maybe there's other moves here. Queen d5 check or whatever, but had I seen this, or knight f7 could be a move. Maybe this is a problem. Ugh, drama, baby. This is maybe clever. I missed this completely. But it looks interesting. Anyway, interesting game against Triakon. Let's play another lovely game of chess. I enjoy this guy's username. My sick duck. I don't know why. But let's still play him. Oh, I could just have gone queen g2? I didn't think of queen g2 at all. My sick duck not around? Looks like no sick ducking today. Let's abort then. Sorry, my dear boy. And who do we play? Let's play Mnet. Mnet Shyamalan. No one's here. And there's Mr. Mnet. Let me check the draft situation, because I'm gonna draft instantly. Should it be my turn? Bishop g5, Trompovsky player. In my video series I gave d5 here, which is the most solid choice, but c5 is interesting. I used to play this a bit as well. Bishop f6, gf, it's a weird structure after d5. And yeah, I'm not sure I understand it properly. After d5, there's some theoretical lines with queen b6, queen c1, bishop h6, e3, f5. But there's also, yeah, a way to just play normally, quote-unquote, with f5, d6, knight d7, and so on. c3, I guess queen b6 is logical to target this pawn very quickly and making things a little awkward for white. Queen b3 is possible, of course, but then cd, queen b6, a, b, cd, knight c6, for example, looks like it's nice and active. e3 maybe, even knight to b4. He goes b3, which generally is a concession because it might be the best move here, but it's generally supposed to be a concession because it weakens your dark squares a little bit. Like, yeah, you don't want to touch this pawn unless you really have to in such a position. But as I said, it might still be the best move in the position after queen b6. Can I go e5? Oh, d5 probably, right? Yeah, that's too much. I'll get the bishop out instead. Bishop g4 and e6. By the way, Mnet so far playing very well. 12-19. You would think he might give me some little gifts, but so far nothing. Nothing from Mr. Mnet. Playing a good game. And I guess I should take, right? I don't really want to. Okay, this phone alarm is starting to get annoying. Is it my turn? I'm being told it's my turn. Not in this game, but in the draft. I'll check just to confirm. Um, what are we talking about in the good old chat? Not the new chat, the good old chat. How many world champions have you seen in your life? Undisputed. Chess? I don't know, who's undisputed? I've seen Gary, Magnus, Vichy, Kramnik, Topalov, Karpov. Is that the list? Am I missing world champions? Do we count Kazim, Khalifman, those guys? By the way, I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but good game by Mnet. I'll try to checkmate him on H2, for lack of better ideas. If he stops me from doing so, then I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. I'll be very sad, most likely. But he does allow me to, which helps my case a lot. Good game, except for DC5. But you're in good company, because talking about world champion Vladimir Kramnik once missed a very similar Queen H2 checkmate, even though it was assisted by a knight on F1. So yeah, sorry Mnet. What non-chess world champions did I meet? I met Dirk Nowitzki once, which in my book is world champion since he's an NBA champion. I think I met the Klitschkos. Are they world champions? Yeah, they must be some sort of world champions. I met this guy, Artur Abraham. I think he used to be world champion. Mainly boxers. I think chess and boxing go together. Is that it? We don't meet a lot of famous people, really. World champions. I don't know. I'll think about it. I shall also... I'm gonna make my pick. I'm gonna announce it live on air here. It's been a tough decision because I wanted Clint Capella, but someone just took him. So what I shall do is I will bet that the Orlando Magic continue being terrible, but at least they will give their young or not that young talent playing time at the right spots. Therefore, I shall take Aaron Gordon, who at power forward will crush everybody, fill up the staff sheet. So Aaron Gordon from the Orlando Magic is my pick. My pick for next opponent is our boy Blim Blam the core block, because I enjoy his name. Hang on, I got a tip. Here we go. Maybe meeting Dirk Nowitzki is a bit strong. We were once in the same hotel in Hungary, of all places, where we played a match, Germany-Hungary chess match, and the German basketball national team was also there. So I saw the guys at breakfast, but it's not like we hung out all that much. And Evans Gamble is asking, how many US presidents have you seen? Probably 0. Yeah, did you meet a lot of US presidents? Obama doesn't show up very often at chess tournaments, surprisingly. And I would probably decline my invitation for Best Banter Blitzer of 2016 to the White House. The way things are now. What's going on here? Against Blim Blam. Blim Blam playing a bit passively, which makes me want to go aggressive. Then again, whenever I go aggressive, it normally goes wrong. But I can't help myself. Of course, in this structure, you can't just move the pieces out, castle, bishop f4, queen e2, and so on, and get a good position. But whenever I can threaten bishop takes h7, I get very childish and excited about it. And this is one of these situations where bishop h7 is a threat. So he's going to have to do something. And I just can't help myself whenever that is the case. He's not doing anything about it. All right. I was not bluffing. I have to talk some trash in my fantasy basketball chat. So what was my plan? Knight g5 check was probably the plan. The thing is, after king g8, queen h5, he doesn't have bishop e4, which you always gotta keep an eye out for because of knight takes e4. Well, if he takes hg and then king g8, queen h5, bishop e4 is useless due to queen h8 checkmate. And blim blam, taking his time here. But it might be too late. This is the one pattern I do know. h4, bishop h7, knight g5, checkmate. Very hard to defend. f5, g6. And the king is sort of tarped. And therefore, Blim Blam has to resign. Sorry, Blim Blam. Yeah, keep an eye on these bishop h7s, especially h4 is sort of telegraphing it. I like white's position here because after h6, I have the ideas like bishop c2, queen d3. But I still think you gotta go h6, probably f5, but I can take. It doesn't look tempting either. Anyway, thanks for the game, Mr. Blim Blam, and thanks for the username. I hope you are staying in touch with the Citadel of Rix. Shall we play another one? Bunch of non-premiums, which I can't accept. You know the drill. Let's play. Oh, I think I misclicked, but here we are. Let's play Artur Navrovsky. Artur, been around a lot. What's going on, Mr. Artur? Bishop e7. I'm not sure. I think some people go bishop e7. Of course, knight f6 and bishop c5. Way more popular. Panther Chess keeps asking if I ever met Kasparov or played against him. I met him plenty. I've interviewed him and we've done commentary and all that, but I never played him. So what's this position? Pardon my disposition. I don't know, looks solid for black actually. I could go DE or D5, but doesn't seem to accomplish very much, so I'll keep the tension, play H3. Order to stop him from going bishop G4 after A6. I should move my A pawn A3 or A4. Maybe A3 actually, because A4 it's always a bit annoying that this knight gets access to the B4 square. Not that it makes a giant difference or anything, but I'd rather not allow him to. Knight A5 hangs a pawn, no? You know how I feel about grabbing pawns, Arthur. That is the one thing I'm very upfront about. Normally, I'm very defensive about anything, but not about my pawn grabbing prowess. I will call it prowess. What's going on here? I'm an active participant in our chat. That's why sometimes I get distracted. Arthur, yeah, makes the best out of a not a great situation by developing here with bishop b7. Once again, I have a couple options. I think I will err on the side of development as well. Get the bishop up. Rook e8 is losing material. Sorry, Arthur, that bishop I know was far away, looked dormant, but it can sting like a bee. If a bee can fly really fast to f7, so I'm not sure if that's an accurate comparison. It's more like a drone, maybe? Do drones sting? I guess they don't. What should I do? Double rooks or something? Easy Rider 27 is saying, yeah, I'm wearing a Levon style shirt. What? It's a white shirt. It's not ironed. maybe that's what you mean. But I think Levon irons his shirt, so even that's probably not true. Not saying Levon doesn't own white shirts, but a Levon style shirt I would think is a more colorful shirt, no? Or what are we talking about? Maybe I did not get the message. Just the color? It's white. White shirts are fairly common because they say white is right when it comes to shirts. You can't go wrong. Like, I prefer them to light blue shirts that always feel like somehow too, I don't know, too worksy. Guess I'm just not a blue collar guy. As for the game, yeah, I'm winning. I picked up enough material. Arthur, yeah, put up a good fight in the beginning, but it basically, yeah, don't give me pawns. Just go bishop b7 here with the normal position. Now it is game, baby, game. Speaking of Levon, congratulations to Levon Aronian. Got married to his long-term girlfriend, fiancée, Ariane Kaoli. Over the weekend I guess in Yerevan, I've only seen pictures, in Armenia. So yeah, shout out to Levon. Let's play another game. And oh my god, the excitement, I'm about to be 3000. Andre 3000. I didn't get DeAndre in my basketball league, which was very sad. So let's play someone tough to make the mission to 3000 tougher. Because if I beat another low-rated player, no, I'm already 3000, so I can now gamble it all away against Shellingford. Big theoretician Shellingford. I think Shellingford is going to come to Hamburg, do a Caro-Can series, is that correct? I'm still working on my Italian series, which will take forever because the Italian is way too tough for me. But I'll do that one day, the Italian black repertoire, because I need to figure out how to play against the effing Italian. But yeah, it's going to take a while. I'm going on holidays on, what's the day? Wednesday. I'll only be out for a week then. Going to good old Portugal, where I've never been, so looking forward to that. To Faro, not to be confused with the Faroe Islands. Well, it's going to be fun, I'm being told. Weather's still good there. We shall see. But for now, we're playing Shellingford. What's Shellingford up to? He plays Bishop e7. What do I do against Bishop e7? I don't know. Let's play some move to get him out of book, like Queen c2. Bishop f4 is probably what I would normally do. But Queen c2 is a move I sometimes play to get people out of their Shellingford zone. CD, ED. Now I could go either Bishop f4 or Bishop g5. I'm not sure. Have I move ordered him if I go Bishop g5? Maybe. We'll find out. Maybe I haven't. Maybe he's a Queen's Gambit declined aficionado in all the versions. But sometimes you can move order people with this, because now I don't think black has anything better than playing the normal line with c6 and whatnot, which is not everybody's cup of tea. Kramnik recently did something similar against Caruana, where he also played h6, then c6, and knight h5 or something, but I did lose the game, so who knows. I have very modest ambitions here. I just want to get my pieces out and then have a look around. Some people like to castle queenside in these positions. I'm not one of these people. We've included h6. How does that change things? Maybe it doesn't change things all that much, but I have a feeling with h6 included that now rook b1, a3, the more classical minority attack is more in order, because there's never any counterplay with knight g6. Not sure if that's an accurate assessment, but it sounds logical to me at least. So I have rook b1, you could also play a move like a3, and there's the plans with rook e1 going for e4. Knight e5 normally has knight g4, so knight e5 doesn't get you much. But I'm not sure if rook b1 is a great idea in this very position. We'll find out. After b4, one big question in these structures. I grew up with these structures, so I should know something about them. It's always if you want to go knight a4, knight c5, if you find the time, or if you want to go a4, b5 directly. If you go a4, b5 directly, sometimes it can be a little awkward. Black has these resources of going cb, ab, a5, stuff like that. So it's not always clear that's a good idea. He goes knight e4, which gives me a choice. Bishop e4 is very possible. That's the dry, dull solution. Or bishop takes e7. Bishop e4, d e4. If queen e4 is bishop... No, he doesn't have bishop e4, so that should work. And yeah, I guess... Is this in the spirit of the position? I guess it is, actually. Not sure. Hope I didn't blunder. My point is, I think he has to go bishop h4, after which I would go bishop f5, which might look strange, because I'm exchanging off his quote-unquote bad bishop. But with the remaining pieces and with his bishop on h4, I believe that's an advantageous minority attack situation for white, where at least I can press without any big troubles. So I'm not sure if this is, the way to handle the position. but it did feel logical to me after knight e4. Here after bishop f6, once again, it's the eternal question. Do I have time for, what was it? Knight a4, knight c5. But I have a feeling now the answer is no. And I should go for the direct a4, b5. Queen d7. It's asking to suffer in this endgame. All right, if you want to suffer, you shall suffer. I'm not sure how much suffering it is. In fairness, it should probably be a draw with perfect defense, but it's not fun to play, let's say. He can't go c5 because if knight takes d5, which is very important. Now it says opponent disconnected. Now he's back. He's back, baby. Bishop d8. He wants to go knight b6, which I encourage. So I should wait for half a move because knight b6 I can take and knight e5. Bishop a5. All right. Still no threat, I guess. So should I make a Luft? If I make a Luft, what's he going to do? He's going to go rook c8 probably. Doesn't really matter. Not sure about g3. There's always structural implications if later I want to go for f3, e4 or whatnot. But it felt proper here. And f6 weakens the 7th rank, which I should probably take an interest in. Now g3 is sort of useful because I don't have to worry about stuff. His point was knight b6, knight c4. Fair enough. So let's get rid of that knight once it gets there. Knight d1, clumsy move though, I have to admit. But my point was I can go here now. Now what? Back to the 7th? I guess back to the 7th. It's going to be a little awkward to defend against that, especially having played f6 and h6, because knight h4, knight f5 is in the air. Love is in the air. And the horsey is as well. I have been called. No, I keep saying that every show. No, it's not true. I have not been called the songbird of my generation. But knight h4 is nice because it stops wherever it stops. Rook e7 as well. Now we go here. Give me a pawn. I think my power play deserves the win of a pawn already. Don't you agree, Mr. Schellingford? Give me a pawn, baby. Give me all your pawns. This should be winning, no? I could take on h6 as well, but then f5. And who needs the headache? And when this should just win. Rook e6, how do I do this? Feels like many ways should lead to Rome. The main thing, one of the main things, as usual, will be not to take ages to make decisions here. Schellingford doing his best to hang in there. The position should just be too bad. Even though, of course, I am playing it in my well-known, horrible technical style. But it should just be winning. Rook c5 wins here. Ugh, too lazy to calculate. This is kind of winning. So, yay me, won a chess game. Thanks for the game, Mr. Shellingford. What's going on? Is it my turn to draft? That's the big question. Let's play another one of these exciting games. Looks like it's not my turn to draft yet. And I also don't know who to pick next after Aaron Gordon. All the good players are picked. All the handsome men are gone. That sounded weird. So it's going to be a tough decision in the good old draft. I need a big man, but that might sound even weirder. But yeah, I need a center, but all the good ones are gone. I could take Drummond, but it's so upsetting, these 38% free throws. So that's your basketball talk for the day. Let's play. I don't know who to play. What about Yum Yum? Yum Yum. What's up in the chat? Evans Gambit keeps saying not easy, not easy, not easy. What's not easy? Life is not easy. And here we got knight f3, d5, c4, which is sometimes a clever move order device. I play it sometimes with white, but there's two downsides. One is d4 as I played, the other is d takes c4, which I think is also very solid. But I often play it if I'm fairly convinced my opponent will play c6, because then after e3 or g3, you open the door to some things. Mehmet94 is saying, Jan, that babe is not working. Did I say babe? But yeah, thanks for informing me if anything on the show is not working. Because if there's one thing we don't want on Banter Blitz, is one word that does not fit. This is the show where we try to say appropriate things. New tagline, because I think the old one, the show where we play interesting chess games, did not really stick. Bishop e2. I'm not familiar with bishop e2. I guess the goal should be to control the d4 square somehow. So knight h6 could be logical to bring the knight to f5. I don't know, I hope this makes sense. But I've seen knight h6 in similar positions, not in this exact position, but in similar ones. It looks quite sensible to go here. Knight c3, I guess I should go c6, so I don't get surprised by knight d5 or knight b5. And after d3, I'm a little curious if after knight f5, g4 is a move for him. Could be. Anyway, it looks like a fun position. I think g4 is actually a good move. I think instead of knight f5, I should probably have played either queen back to d8 to prepare knight f5 to have that d4 square, or just bishop g7. I'm not sure. G4 is of course a weakening move as well, but it feels like it will win him a lot of time. Especially since I was intending to play knight h4, but then bishop g5 makes the knight look a little silly on h4. So we'll see. Yeah, he goes g4, which I'm afraid is very correct. Now I'm going to have to move a lot of pieces backwards. I might just get crushed now. Because yeah, knight f5 was just a mistake. I thought, okay, g4. Interesting. It's just good for d4 now. Real big trouble against Yummy. Alright, let's try to make it messier at least. Because if I go knight e6, d5, I just get steamrolled in the center. Don't want it. What are we talking about? Please stick to English if possible. It's the English chat. I try to speak English, even though it is not my native language, and a lot of people have said, what you are talking is not English, it is an aberration of the lovely way the English language is supposed to be pronounced. I don't know what that accent was. Anyway, can I checkmate him somehow? I'd like to checkmate him. But I can't, I guess. Huh? Queen c7 threatens checkmate at least. Let's try. One should always threaten checkmate, if possible at all. Because sometimes they miss it, and then you win. And aren't we all happy? When they miss it. F4. But now horsey has a good square at least. I guess I should exchange the bishops. Yeah. Now I don't know. He won a bit of time, but his king is weak and my pieces get out, so I have a feeling I'm actually doing alright now. Bishop g7. Worst case scenario, I can castle queenside. G7 is bishop c5, something to be concerned about? Nah. Don't care. Alright, Hail Bob, last warning. Stick to the lovely English language. I enjoy moderating, moderator Jan. It's like putting my hat on, keeping order in the chat. I believe that is a rule I'm supposed to play. Can I castle? I want to castle. I'm not sure if it's good. But if you want to do it, if you really want to do it, clap your hands. Kalnering is saying chat seems to be lagging. That'd be too bad, because we want chat to be up to date. Because otherwise, how is all my complaining about the chat gonna be on point? I don't know about the position. I'm trying to win on time as usual. Knight g3, can I go here? I want to go here. I have to be careful because it looks like I'm lining up a lot of heavy artillery, you say that, on this diagonal. And that's something to be a little concerned about in the distant future. Did I blunder this? That'd be a bit awkward. Oh boy. Yeah, as I said, one should not line up too many pieces on that diagonal. Now I have to win on time in a bad position again, which always the Banter Blitz gods. They only allow you to do that so many times. They always die inside a little bit. Whenever I blunder and then flex away. Anyway, I can pretend this was all part of the master plan? Not really, right? Nah. This is hanging. Nope, it's just bad. At least I'm gonna think a lot. So the time situation becomes more unclear. But nah, nothing to do. Just gotta make moves. No one cares. No one sympathizes. Now you're out alone playing synthesizers. King h1 I thought was better than King g2. Because now, you know, at least I get some material back. Maybe. Said maybe you're gonna be the one that flags me. But more likely I'll be the one that flags you. When I felt draw, you're my flagging wall. That doesn't work. I'm sorry, I know the banter is getting worse by the day. Which at least means I do a lot of these shows. Now this endgame, yeah, I'm slightly better because my bishop is better than his knight and so on. But of course there was not a game to be proud of, especially here rook takes f4, bishop a7 is not a tactic that should be impossible for me to spot. He could have even started with queen f4 and then bishop a7, forcing the exchange of queens as well, which would have made life even tougher. But even like that, yeah, my apologies to Yam, good game. Let's play another one of these brilliant games. Unless it is my turn to draft. Let's play Dewey, who we never played. Dewey, do it yourself. The more I think about it, the more I start thinking that it is probably not spelled U-T. So, Dewey, is that what Homer Simpson says? Dewey? Do. I don't know. Maybe it's just his first name, Mr. Dewey. What do I do against the King's Indian? Oh, it's a 3-minute game? Oh, please stick to 5-minute games. Stick to your guns, because then we can talk more nonsense while we flag you. It's longer road to Phlegistan from there. Speaking of Phlegistan, I'm a little worried as the dictator of Yanistan, because recently looks like dictators not popular in the rest of the world. So I might have to tone it down a little bit, because, yeah. Don't want to be called like Little Rockets fan or something. So from now on, Yanistan will respect its neighbors' borders. Unless it's just some abandoned island where we don't even know who you belong to, then we will nevertheless attack you. Other than that, we have decided to not make chess a mandatory topic in all the schools. I've concluded that chess does not really make kids smarter, and that's a giant waste of time to spend, I don't know, 105 hours. No, 105 shows, so like, I can't do math. See, I should have done math instead of chess. 150 hours playing or watching Banter Blitz. Who has the time? Can I take here? I don't know. So instead of chess in the schools, we're gonna do something useful that the kids can actually use in their later life. We will teach them about finance, because you need to know what to do with your money, even if you don't have a lot. And we will teach them about nutrition. I feel it's a neglected topic in the schools. Kids don't know that carbohydrates, sugar are bad for you. They still think, stay away from the fats. But it's the carbs. It's the carbs. I'm thinking of banning carbs in the Republic of Yanistan. All people will be allowed to eat is like, I don't know. What can you eat? Eggs? Soy milk? Meat? Knight f6 is a pawn sacrifice, but it looks tempting. I could probably also have grabbed stuff, but I do have a soul. Like, if I get a bishop like that, even after knight g4, if it costs me a pawn, I will not be able to resist. Or knight d7. Jay Elman is saying, Drummond seems like a good pick. I don't know, man. 37.8% free throw shooter. It's not excellent, to put it mildly. Knight c5, good move actually. I don't know what to do. I'm sad now. I missed knight c5. It's throwing me off my game. I think I'm gonna have to eat a lot of humble pie. Which will be the only pie allowed in Yanistan. No apple pie. I don't want people saying it's as Yanistani as apple pie any day. I want them to say it's as humble pie as Yanistan. No, the other way around. It's as Yanistani as humble pie. Or the humble brag, which will be the only form of poetry we allow. Queen c6 looks like a mistake. Knight d7 is what I was expecting. After queen c6, I can grab material, and I shall do so. Double attack. Evan's Gambit is curious what the capital city of Yanistan is. It's a good question, because it's an ongoing discussion. If it's Flagsville, which is where the government is situated, where the rules are made, and where like the strategic direction is being decided on, or if it is Yiannopoulos, which is the biggest city where the beloved president resides. He has his golf clubs there and his summer and winter home. So the official capital is still, what did I say, Flagsville? But Yiannopoulos is like the unofficial capital. It's like a The Hague, Amsterdam situation, if you understand what I'm saying. By the way, good game by Dewey. He found positional compensation for the exchange, which he gave me, and he's hanging in there. He's probably going to make it all the way to Flagsville, which is the capital, so it's not a bad place to go. Oh. Thanks for the game, Mr. Dewey. And the commutator is right. Nothing sparks a kid's imagination like finance and nutrition. There you go. Now we'll teach them the normal stuff too, like the boring stuff, like physics. I don't know the first thing about physics. I don't know the first law of robotics. Or anything else really. I don't know how to divide. I don't know how to multiply. I don't know anything at all. Which is why probably I'm a chess player. Oh boy. We're playing against Mehmet 94. My best guess is he was born in 94, but you never know with these numbers. They could mean so many things. Go to London system. Is it my turn to pick? I can do my draft pick. Sorry, I was chatting. I probably shouldn't chat while I'm playing. Knight c6, playable, but I generally never like it to block our c-pawn with a knight, because then, you know, we deprive it of this future it could have on c5 if it had just centralized. Now after knight f6, if I go knight f3, then black can develop sort of smoothly with bishop g4, but I don't think it matters that much, because yeah, as long as I stop him from going e5. This knight will always be a clumster. Still, I now regret having played knight f3. It looks a bit passive. Should have played maybe c4, I'm not sure. Sorry. Because now, yeah, even though I don't like the knight here, after bishop d6, black gets a fairly decent position. What do I do? I guess I should try to keep this bishop on the board. But yeah. Don't try this at home. Black's fine now. e5 possible? Not sure. This meeting bishop d6 with bishop g5 is something that's sometimes done. Often black has nothing better than going back to e7 sooner or later, so it's not really a loss of a tempo. But e5 could be an option here, which is why I'm not so sure. Bishop f3 I wouldn't do, at least not untempted. Because, yeah, bishops are better than knights, and sometimes after h3 you could argue for bishop f3. But without asking for it, wouldn't do it. Looks like the chat was hanging, now it's back. Carl Nearing eloquently describes it as laggy baggy ready chatty. Overall happy, saying I'm a vegan, would I survive in Yanistan? Yeah, I think so. Vegan means you can still eat fish and eggs, right? Oh, it doesn't? Then awkward. So would a vegan survive? What could a vegan eat in Yanistan? So no fruit, because they contain carbs. That's well known. One should never eat any fruit. Stay tuned for my upcoming book on how to eat properly when being a rook up. That's a project I've been working on for a long time now. So what could you eat? What did I say was okay? You can drink soy milk. That's alright with me. Anything else? What do vegans eat? How do you normally survive? I don't think we'll have tofu. Nah, I don't think you can make it. Sorry. I think you can probably be a refugee on nutritional grounds. I think the open-minded countries like the USA, for example, would have to accept you because you can prove that you would starve in Yanistan. It's my pick again in the girl draft. But this time I don't know what to do. Let's look. Nah, I should probably finish this game first. But then we can... I'm gonna lose on time? That'd be a pity. Sometimes it feels like I'm not paying full attention. Yeah, because I'm cheating on my mobile, talking trash to my fantasy basketball league, who I hopefully will crush. But I have a feeling this year is gonna be tough, because it's a keepers league, and I made some investments into the future, like taking Porzingis very early, and taking Eric Bledsoe, who's never healthy anyway. So yeah, instead of whatever. I don't know who else was available. But yeah, I have a feeling this year might be tough, but I'll crush them in like year 3 and 4 for sure. Time to open the position. F3 feels like a bad move, but I don't have time to waste. So any NBA experts in the chat, it's time to make my 6th round pick. I don't want to reveal too much information, because I know all these degenerates in my league have nothing better to do than watching this show. And therefore, if I tell them all my candidates, then they might rob them all. But if you have any suggestions for players that I should pick in the 6th round, you can assume that everybody who's good has already been taken. Then please let me know. What can I do here? I can't think of a move. I don't want to lose on time though. Queen d3 is a pathetic move. It's threatening queen g6, but I have a feeling he's going to spot that. At least queen c2, so I can go bishop e5 next. Not playing well, but yeah, I'm really concerned about my next draft pick. So I'm distracted. Overall Happy is wondering what happens to a citizen of Afghanistan if he or she beats you at chess. Yago666 says, death penalty? I don't know, like, since we cancelled our chess in the schools program and there won't be internet access in Afghanistan, I'm not sure chess education will be readily available. So I have a feeling that threat is more theoretical than a real thing. But should it happen, I will of course be very happy for whoever did it. And I will use it as a source of propaganda to bring more glory to the nation of Afghanistan. Then again, I'm not sure if you've watched the first 5 minutes of the movie The Dictator. If you recall the 100-meter race, you can picture how a chess game would look in Afghanistan. How long is it going to take me to win this game? I feel like I lack any punch. Okay, this punch I have. Like, if it's mate in one, I will punch. But in general, I have not been a very hard striker these days. Anyway, thanks for the game, Mehmet94. Mehmet played well. Let's play another toughie. Or, I said I would look at my cheat sheet. Can I do that? So we have this sheet. Who's even available? I could go Nerlens Noel, but no one seems to like him. Philadelphia wanted to get rid of him. Dallas doesn't want to start him or give him any money, so people don't seem to trust him. James Johnson, I think, had one good season and will never be good again, so that's unlikely. Jamal Murray's taken, Carmelo's taken, Raquel Fultz, who the F knows. Willie Cauley-Stein is actually an option, but I'm not sure. You never know what Sacramento's gonna do, and I also don't trust him because he changed his name legally to Willie Tripp Cauley-Stein. Is that accurate? I think that's accurate. So I am not sure about that dude either. Dennis Smith is taken, Isaiah Thomas is taken, Eric Gordon. I just took Aaron Gordon, so it would feel wrong to take Eric Gordon now. Also, he will get less touches now that Chris Paul in Houston. Kent Bazemore is horrible. Tobias Harris is maybe an option. I have to study the Harrises. We've talked about Drummond, like the free throws. Ugh. Buddy Hield. I actually heard a rumor. Oh, this is a little basketball part. Feel free to fast forward. But I heard a rumor that before the Boogie Cousins trade, Vivek Ranadive hired Hugh Jackman, a.k.a. the Wolverine, Logan, because he's an expert in getting his body healed. You like that joke? Andrew Wiggins is taken. Rodney Hood, I like Rodney Hood, but not enough to take him right now. Julius Randle is taken. It's impossible. Is there anybody good left on this board? Let's look at our other board. Oh my god, I'm giving all these guys way too much information. Well, let's look at the keeper rankings. Anybody good left here? Who do the keeper rankings like? They like Gary Harris. All these Harrises. Rodney Hood is high again. But I have so many Rodney Hood types now. Like if it was Robin Hood, I'd take him. But Rodney... Markel Fultz. Ugh. Shall I go with Willie Boy? I think I'll get Willie. This feels like a rushed decision though. Let me Google it. His name is really Willie Tripp. Then I don't think I can do it. It's Willie Tripp or Willie Tripp Cauley-Stein. Willie Trill. That was it. Willie Trill. Yeah, I think I should get back to chess. Even though... Oh, that's back to chat, not back to chess. That's also good. The commentator is saying, I'm eating a nice vegan dinner right now. Squash soup with coconut milk and asparagus with garlic and beans. Sounds good. Some shrimps in there? Some chicken? No, it does sound good. I'm hungry, actually. How do I get back to the chess part? Here maybe. Oh, Baron2259 is not interested in basketball, well in chess. In that case, I apologize to Baron2259. And we'll get back to chess immediately. Sorry, Baron, I had no idea you weren't interested in basketball. Next time, just tell me before I go off these tangents, because we want to keep it interesting here. It's the show where we play interesting chess games. Can I play anybody I haven't played yet? Let's play someone good. Fradedi. Fradedi. Who's your daddy? Old Odd Jobs is pointing out John Wall will get you points. Yeah, John Wall was taken like 8,000 rounds ago, so not gonna be able to do it. D4, knight f6. What can I do? Nah, I gotta play it safe. Let's play the real jizzle. This is my line. Queen c2, knight f3. I made a whole video series on the back of this line, standing on the shoulders of 5 knight f3. Let's see if Fradedi will refute it. d5 takes. I believe I gave bishop f4, which I forgot how to continue after. It's a hard knock life. For us, c6, I guess I should develop pieces. If I manage to just develop, then the bishop on b4 will not really be well placed for these positions. So that would be a good outcome of the opening for me. He doesn't really want to take on c3. And yeah, now this bishop is just standing there. What do I do? If I go h3, knight g6, and bishop d6 will come. Maybe I should just go here. Normally knight g4 is the textbook reaction to this move. And yeah, I don't see why this bishop would be an exception to that. But yeah, he does it. Very upsetting. Okay. Yeah. That didn't go quite according to plan. But of course, it's still a playable position. I guess we can continue with our exploitations of the minority attack. Is that a Spielberg movie? That's Minority Report, right? I've been listening to this podcast called Blank Check with Griffin and David, which I've been talking about. It's excellent. They analyze filmographies by famous directors. I've been listening to a bunch of Spielberg stuff and watching some Spielberg movies now. I watched Saving Private Ryan, is that what it's called? I watched Munich, both good movies. Anything else? No, that's it. I should watch AI. Queen e6, is that a mouse slip? Did you mean to play Queen e7? Looks like a mouse slip to me. Anyway, I'll go b4. I think Queen e6 was a mouse slip. Queen e7 looked much more natural. No, can't take and go knight g5. You know how I feel about grabbing these pawns of yours. But I'm not sure I can. Let's think. Takes d8, knight g5, queen g6, knight ge4, bishop takes h3. Yeah, that doesn't get me anywhere. I could go knight e4, de, bishop c4 with a weird position. Queen g6, knight e5, so you would have to go somewhere else. Queen e7, knight e5, bishop e6, takes. I don't know. Could be interesting. I'm not sure that's correct though. Like the most in the spirit move would be b5. And yeah, I guess I shouldn't go too crazy. Even though, who knows? Now I regret. Well, I always regret what I didn't do. Which is how we should not live our lives, right? We should never regret what we did not do. We should own our choices. Like b4, b5. Since this is the Minority Attack edition of today's show, What are we talking about? Have you seen the show Big Little Lies? I have not seen Big Little Lies. I heard it's good, but no, I haven't seen it yet. I saw it's like 25 euros on the Amazon, and I didn't feel it's worth it. Queen G6 can go 95. Rook E5 is what he wants. DE, Bishop H3, F3 looks good, no? People seem to like that AI movie. I don't think I've ever watched it, or at least I've never watched it very attentively. Probably I should one day, yeah? Artificial intelligence. Bit of a problem in chess, right? Artificial intelligence. I've also been watching some M. Night Shyamalan movies. I watched The Visit, which I enjoyed, especially. Slight spoiler alert, but I won't spoil much. Especially the diaper scene, very enjoyable. And I watched Split, which I enjoyed. I haven't watched all the crappy ones like Lady in the Water, The Happening, like all the ones that are supposed to be horrible. I haven't seen. But M. Night, decent director. I have seen Ex Machina, excellent movie. Queen G5. I have a feeling I'm winning now. I should just, be precise. Or whatever, make moves. One of the two. 90-40, Bishop E4, F6. Doesn't really do anything either, right? I can also throw in F4 first. Let's do that. Queen G3, Rook F3. Ugh, why did I go F4? Here's the same old pattern again. I make a move, then I dislike it because I weaken the E3 pawn. Tactics, baby. So now, of course, the question is, did we think any of this through? The answer is, nah, not really, but it looked so good that it's hard to believe I'm not winning here. My material up, E5 is hanging, the rook is hanging. Should just be winning, no? And yeah, Fradedi resigns. Yeah, this position was not good. I'm not sure where it went wrong for Fradedi. I have a feeling Queen E6 was a mouse slip. I think he wanted Queen E7, then Knight E4, which looks more harmonious. Well, yeah, white is still slightly better, but whatever. Good game. What am I reading in the chat? Also, Westworld is great. No, I didn't like Westworld like it felt. Yeah. Didn't have a soul. We need souls. Reading, do I have guests in the studios? Nah, I'm here alone a lot, which I think you can tell in my mood swings and weirdness. What else is there? Dutch Defender wants to say that using your phone is very impolite to your guests. Yeah, I hear you, Dutch Defender. I'm very, very sorry. But you know, life finds a way. And isn't that life nowadays? We just stare at our phones and do stuff. But yeah, I gotcha. Alright, let's play, I don't know, 2 more games, man. Some non-premium challenges, which I'm not allowed to accept. It's so sad. It's sad. So sad. It's a sad, sad situation. Let's find somebody we never played. Ooh, even worse, somebody we played and lost. That's even sadder. Chase Paw, up 1-0 against me. Why would you beat me, Chase Paw? You know I don't like that. d5, d4. c5, so aggressive. What am I supposed to do? c4 is the main move here, right? How does this go? cd4, cd5. Ugh, I never studied this. I think it's one of these lines where if you know everything, you're supposed to end up being a little better. But do I know everything? The answer is no. Hang on. I can go knight d4 here, no? Then knight d5, e4. Yeah, I think that transposes to this other line. Queen d4 is the main move. Then queen d5, knight c3. But someone who plays this line with black will know that inside out. So knight d4, I think that transposes to, what was the game? Vichy MVL, no? Knight b4, bishop b5, bishop d7, bishop c4. Vichy got a little something. So, yeah, I hope that makes sense. I believe there's also knight f6 in this position, but we'll see how it goes. Very important not to blunder queen d4, knight c2 check here. This is how Vichy played, and like I said, I thought he got a bit of an edge, even though, unfortunately, I do not remember the details. Knight c6 immediately. I guess I should take. Seems logical. Bishop c6, I guess I have bishop f7. A lot of guesswork here. But it's a hard knock life. King f7, queen b3. Oh, there's e6. I should not blunder that piece. Jeez. That would have been awkward. Okay, then new guess. I should move my queen out of the way. I'm not sure I like what I'm doing here. I'll gamble and hang the e4 pawn, pretending that if he takes knight c3, I shall get a crushing lead in development. I'm not sure if that's true at all, but we'll find out. Should we ever get there? a5, that's a surprise. What's your point, dear sir? My guess is he wants to go a5 to a4. Knight c3, he'll go a4. I don't want to go a4, obviously, so a3 comes to mind, then a4, queen somewhere, queen g3, knight c2, knight d4. Interesting stuff. Still, a5 feels a little slow. Just need to figure out how to punish. Hang on. a3, a4, I can go to c3. That looks good. Well, I'm not sure how good it looks, but it looks better than what I initially thought about. c3, surprisingly often not a horrible square for the queen in these lines, because it stops the bishop from developing. Goes knight a6, which makes sense, intending to go knight to c5. But I think if I just get the pieces out now, then the black pieces could end up being a little clumsy. Knight c5, queen c2. We'll find out. I have modest ambitions, like developing this bishop somewhere, going rook d1, maybe b4, and prove that my pieces are placed a little better than his pieces. Queen h4, very aggressive. f3, he wants bishop d6. I'll once again pretend that if he takes the pawn, I will get some sort of crushing initiative. I don't know how, but it feels like there should be something. Knight e4, maybe g3 works, maybe not, but maybe yes. What's the problem with g3? Knight g3. Okay, fair enough. Then plan B. What's plan B? Knight b5? Ugh. All this bluffing, giving up pawns. Not really my style. Bishop b5 maybe? Bishop b5 looks interesting. Don't have a lot of time either, so time to make some rash decisions. I like bishop b5. Knight c3 is probably best, but then bishop c6 and queen c3. At least I'm okay. I'm not sure if I'm better, but I'm at least okay. c8. I could grab the pawn, but it doesn't feel like it's going anywhere soon. So why not develop some pieces? Bishop e7 probably, then queen g7. He does have bishop f6, which is a pity. So of course I can take on a5 and I'm maybe slightly better. That's not that tempting. What else is there? Bishop c5, can I castle? Or do I win material then? g3, g3, queen g5. G3 feels like a cop-out, but yeah, I have to make some moves. I've been slow. So time to speed up a little bit. My point was now the queen no longer covers e7, so I can make it a little harder for him to castle. But of course, nothing's free in this life. Even though they say the best things in life are free. In reality, often nothing's free. He's going to take with the king, because queen takes, there would have been unpleasantness to ensue. So let's hope I can make things awkward here as well. You know me, I'd like to take, hang on, rook d7, king d7, queen f7, king d6, rook d1, king c5, too complicated. I'll take. No, I'll certainly go here. Welcome into my house. Come along and follow me. Is this just checkmate? I feel like it's probably checkmate somehow. I don't have time. Centralize, baby. Drama. And Chase Paul resigns. Yeah, that was an interesting game. I felt like I played okay-ish, but who the H knows. Thanks for the game. All right, let's play one last game of chess. Against, what's this? What's your name, sir? Or ma'am? No more shoes? You don't like shoes? What's wrong with shoes? f5, trying to provoke me. All right. If you feel like f5 is the way you want to live your life at this particular juncture, I won't try to talk you out of it. Because why develop pieces or, I don't know, fight for the center if you can just move your f-pawn? Sometimes it makes sense to delay d4 here until black goes d6. After d6, of course, we go d4. Because after d5 it makes some sense to play plans with d3 followed by e4. This is a line wait, I once looked at this, but I forgot, of course. Was I supposed to do this? I think so. How was it? f3, ef. I'm trying to recall how I wanted to recapture it, because I think this is what I looked at. Probably knight takes. Not sure. He could go e3, then knight b1. The pawn will drop. I'm not sure if I wanted knight f3 or bishop f3 or ef3 or any of the three. But here we are. c5. dc5 might be a little too direct, but gotta make moves. I'm dreaming of some queen c2, knight g5 nonsense, but it's not gonna happen, so instead I should probably just try to develop pieces ASAP. Bishop g5, rook c1, depending how I can do it. Knight c6 plate. Yeah, I think I should try to develop quickly. Even though after bishop e7 it's not exactly obvious how to proceed. Queen d6 I'd like less. First of all, I could go bishop f4, and secondly it looks a little clumsy overall. Do I go bishop f4? Yeah, it feels logical. What else can we talk about? Nothing. Nothing at all. I have to ask who to pick. He went back to d8, which might be the best move under the circumstances, but it goes to show that queen d6 was not ideal. And bishop b6. It's time to go after that pawn. Knight e7 looks forced because after d4 I can go queen b3 check, winning at least the exchange. Well, after, yeah, I don't really see any other moves. So knight e7 seems like the only move. There's rook f5, which, according to my list of only moves, is then not the only move. Honestly, I didn't even consider rook f5, but it also feels wrong. e4, rook g5, bishop g5, rook g5. Not that clear, maybe. I'd hate to have to go back on my word that these things are impossible. I'll just do it. Might not work though. I'm not. This is might be me steaming. I haven't seen a refutation of. Well, not steaming, but I haven't seen a refutation of rook g5. To be perfectly honest with you, doesn't mean it's not there. Maybe it's not there. No, I'm playing nonsense. All right, time to think. He plays knight d4. Yeah, things didn't turn out as planned here. Silly me. Yeah, I don't see what to do. Eat some humble pie. Ugh, that's really bad. Bishop g4 coming. Something's gone very, very wrong. Something has not survived. I have no idea what's going on. I did check that I don't get checkmated after knight g3, queen h6 instead of rook h4. But if, let's say, rook f8, I'm still not sure what to do. Because then if I went g4, knight g3, hg, queen h6, queen h5, I might be able to get away with it. Bishop c6 looks like panic because of bishop queen f5, which is a pity because no more shoes. Played a great game, but such is life sometimes when the clock ticks down. That's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for joining the show. Thanks for chatting. Apologies to those who I did not get a chance to play against. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.